Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you the third unit of Cosmetic Science 8th semester question and answers as per RGUHS question bank. So this is the third unit which I'm going to give you. So these are the 10 marks question number 1 or question number 2 in the question bank. So in the question bank the question which I was explaining, that is question number 2, write the source, active constituents and cosmetic application of turmeric and clove. The second question is discuss the role of neem and clove in oral care formulation. And the number third, describe BIS general specification for shampoo. Question number 4, define herbs, discuss the role of herbs as cosmetics and cosmeceuticals product. Then question number 5, describe the specification for toothpaste as per BIS. And question number 6, discuss various analytical specifications for shampoo. And lastly the question number 7, that is what is SPF, explain different method of it measurement. So I'll start from the first question. Write the source, active constituents and cosmetic application for turmeric and clove. So the turmeric is a product of Curcuma longa, a Rhizomyces herbaceous perennial plant belonging to the family of ginger, that is Zingiberaceae, which is a native to the tropical of South Asia. Some workers reported the isolation of yellow coloring matters from the rhizomes of Curcuma longa, turmeric, and named as curcumin. What is the active constituents? The major ingredients for the turmeric includes three curcuminoids. First is curcumin, difluoromethane, dioxymethoxycurcumin and bis-methoxycurcumin, where the turmeric powder is about 7 to 60% of carbohydrate, 6 to 13% of water, 6 to 8% of protein, 5 to 10% fat, 3 to 7% dietary minerals, 3 to 7% essential oils, 2 to 7% dietary fibers, and 1 to 6% curcuminoids. So some other 34 essential oils are present in the turmeric along with the turmeron, atlanton and Zingiberaceae. These are the major constituents. The cosmetic applications for the turmeric, it is used as anti-inflammatory property, reduces the dark circles and reduces scarring, treat the elements of eczema, provide glow and lustrous to the skin, helps to elevate the marks and wrinkle. Then clove. So the source for the clove is commonly called as a lavangam in Tamil. So the clove is a spice in India. Cloves are an aromatic flower bud of a tree in a family Myrtaceae. So the Syngentium aromatium, it was used in the China for more than 2000 years for checking the decay of the tooth and also for the halitosis, means bad breath. It consists of dried flower bud of Eugenia carophyllus, and the active constituents for clove, which contains 40 to 20% of volatile oil that includes eugenol, acetyl eugenol, sequin-terpenes and small quantities of ester, ketones and as well as alcohol. Where clove also contains tannins, serotocoll and stigma-seritol. Where the cosmetic applications for clove, it is an antimicrobial activity against the oral pathogen, and clove oil has an inhibitory action against the various organisms like S. aureus, L. monocytogenes and Aspergillus, whereas clove oil is an analgesic and local anesthetic, and clove oil is used as an antioxidant, etc. Present in where clove oil treats two halitosis in the cases of bad breath. This is mainly due to the pathogens present on the oral cavity. Their pathogens will pyrolyze an amino acids and releases the volatile Sulfur clove oil can be short-term remedy for halitosis, and it is used as an in the application of antiseptic. It is also used in the application of carminative flavoring agents, used in the toothpaste, for dental preparations and mouthwashes, and even the clove oil and zinc oxide were used temporarily for filling a dental cavities. So the second question, discuss the role of neem and clove in the oral care formulation. So the neem, source of the neem is Zytrica indica in the member. This is the member of the Miliaceae family, and its role is to health promoting effect, which is attributed because it is a rich source of antioxidants, where the chemical constituents or the active constituents for the neem are nimbidin, nimbin, nimbolate, azitrica gallic acid, catechin, epicatechin are the major chemical constituents for neem. All these exhibits potent antimicrobial activity. So the role for neem in the oral care formulation is act as an antibacterial activity, anti-candidial activity, anti-carcinogenic activity, whereas anti-plague activity. This is also an aqueous extract from the neem stick and a gluten enriched extract from the Meliphalis Chinese inhibited insoluble glucose, where the synthesis and the results in the bacterial aggregation. It reduces the ability of the streptococcus and to the colonies of the tooth surfaces, where the neem oil shows a significant antibacterial activity and has been suggested for use in treating the dental plague. So the next, anti-gingivitis activity. It is also act as an anti-gingivitis. Neem stick is found to be an effective as a toothbrush in reducing the dental plaque and gingivital inflammation. And for clove, you have to refer question number 1, as I have already discussed the source and active constituents and cosmetic application for clove. So the next question will be, discuss the role of henna and avla in hair care formulation. So henna is a dye which is prepared from the plant Lawsonia inermis, also known as henna tree or Lythriaceae. So henna or a mehendi is very well known as medicinal herb for its use as a natural hair dye. The powder from prepared, which is dried leaves, is known as henna or a mehendi powder. This powder is mixed with the water for coloring hairs and for the beautification of palm, feet, etc. So what was the role for the henna? It improves the scalp health. So henna helps to improve the scalp health in maintaining the health, where cooling, and it gives an antimicrobial property which helps to soothe the itchy scalp while also treat the issues like dandruff, etc. And where number 2, condition to the hair. It conditions the hair, while henna by itself helps to remove the excess grease and the dirt from the scalp. When combined with the hydrating ingredients like egg, and it helps for conditioning hair. It also improves the hair elasticity and the strength, which keeps the hair from breaking off. So the next is coloring hair. Henna or mehendi is very well known as a medicinal herb for its use as a natural hair dye. And number 4, it balances the pH and the oil production from the hair. And number 5, it promotes the hair growth and curbs the hair loss. Number 6, it controls the scalp itchiness, where henna has a natural antifungal and antimicrobial properties that work to cool and soothe the scalp, controlling and scalp itchiness in the process of application, where it reduces the hair fall, henna directly affect to the scalp, assisting in improving the follicle health. This helps to curb hair fall and also prevents and corrects the hair thinning. Where number 8, prevent dandruff. It also prevents from the dandruff, where henna helps to remove the excess green and dirt from the scalp, including the dandruff. Where number 9, hair thick and lustrous. So the tannin present in the henna actually binds with the hair to make it stronger, as well as it does not even penetrate the hair cortex. Ensure minimum damage. This ensures thicker, luxurious hair with each application. Where number 2, that is amla. So the source of amla is also known as Indian gooseberries, grown on a flowering tree of some name. The small berries round and bright yellow-green in color. Phyllanthacea. The chemical constituents for amla is phyllamine, ascorbic acid, gallic acid, tannins, pectin, etc. And what was the role the amla plays for the hair growth? It is a phytonutrient, vitamin and mineral present in the amla, helps in increasing the scalp circulation and stimulate the healthy growth. Vitamin C of amla produces a collagen protein. This helps in the stimulation. Where number 2, it serves as a natural hair conditioner, where amla can nourish, strengthen and condition your hair, thereby making it shiny and adding the volume to your hair. And number 3, it treat from the dandruff, as I have already said you for henna. Even the amla can treat the dandruff. And number 4, that is scalp cleanser. Amla juice and great for cleansing the scalp. It nourishes the scalp and makes the hair shiny. The antioxidants present in the amla protect our hair from the various hair damages which is caused due to its by dusty, pollution, smoke and hairstyling tools, etc. And it also reduces the graying of hair. Amla is an actual or natural coolant or an excellent remedy for fixing the pitro condition, which reduces the graying, and it also improves the pigmentation, strengthens the hair, and it is also act as an antioxidant. It gives the natural shine to the hair. Thickening of hair. Drinking of amla juice daily or simply applying the amla, it can make the hair thicker and bouncier. Where prevents from the frizzy hair, it prevents the dryness and helps in the restoring moisture. Where the question number 4, describe DIS general specification for shampoo. So the Indian Standard 3rd revision was adopted by the Bureau of Indian Standard after the draft was finalized by the Cosmetics Sectional Committee and had been approved by a Petroleum Coal Related Products Division Council. Where the general specification is number A, scope. These standards prescribes the requirement and the methods of sampling and test the shampoo based on the surfactants. And what was the references? So following standard provision contains throughout the references in this. So the text constant provision is this standard at the time of the publication. The edition indicated were valid, and this is the table number 1, that is Indian Standard number and the title. Where 321 in 1964, absolute alcohol, which is revised 1070 in 1992, reagent grade water, which is 3rd division 3958 in 1984, method for the sampling of cosmetic, which is 1st revision, and 411 in 1997, method for the test of safety of evolution in the cosmetic in the 2nd revision. Whereas the 40707 Part 1 in 2001, classification of cosmetics and the raw materials were the adjacent dyes, colors and pigments of second revision, and 4707 Part 2 in 2001, list for the raw materials generally not recognized as a safe for use in the cosmetic, which is in the second revision. And number C, that is requirements. What were the requirements for the general specification of shampoos? So in that, description was a first method, and physical characteristics, ingredients. The ingredients plays an important role in the specifications for the shampoo, because all the raw materials in the manufacture of shampoo shall contain or conform to the requirement which is prescribed for the relevance of Indian standard, where such as the standardization. And number fourth, that is dye. Fifth, other ingredients. And lastly, the shampoo has a comply with the requirements which is given in the table 2 when tested according to the method which is prescribed in the annexure. So the requirement for the shampoo, characteristics, requirements and method for the first edition were non-volatile water soluble matter percent by mass, that is requirement is 10, and method for first edition, that is B, and the pH 4 to 9, that is C. Foam high to percent solution minimum 150 micron meter, that is D. And the general requirements for the specification of shampoo, the product shall conform the requirement for the quality, safety and performance which is given as below. And the specific requirements are also given for the specifications for shampoo, where packing, marking and even the name, the container should be labelly marked, the name and the material, the manufacturing name and trademark, net contained, what was the volume of the liquid, month and year of the expiry, month and year for the manufacturing and packing, then batch number or the lot code, best use before it can be also give in the specification requirement. Whereas third, that is BIS certification marking. So the marking is also important for the standard marks, where it is governed by the provision of Bureau of Indian Standard in 1986, and the rule and regulations were made under if the products is covered under the eco mark, that is optional, it shall be suitably marked with eco mark logo beside the standard marks, whereas sampling representative samples of the material shall be drawn as a prescribed in the Indian standard, that is 3958. And number B, that is test for all the requirements shall be carried out on a composite sample, where the shampoo shall be taken to have confirmed that this standard if has composite sample passes to the entire test, where the quality of the reagent, unless the specified and pure chemicals and distilled water shall be employed in these tests. Note, pure chemicals shall mean which do not contain any impurities. So the next question will be in question number 5. Define herbs. Discuss the role of herbs as cosmetics and cosmeceutical products. So the definition for the herb: a plant whose leaves, seeds, bark, etc. are used in the medicine or in the cooling or used as a cosmetics are called herb. Role of herbs as a cosmetics: for hair, henna and amla, you have to refer question number 3. For oral care products, so clove and neem, you have to refer question number 2 and question number 1. And for the skin, you have to refer turmeric, which is question number 1. Advantages of herbal cosmetics: so the natural products free from all the harmful synthetic chemicals, safe to use, compatible with all skin type, no side effects. And for the skin care, that is aloe vera. The sources of aloe vera: it is a dried latex of leaf of it is also known as a curcuma aloe, Cape aloe and Saccharotin aloe belonging to the family of Liliaceae. The chemical constituents like vitamin A, C and E, which are antioxidant, it also contain vitamin B12, folic acid and choline. So the enzymes which is present in the aloe vera is allyl phosphate, amylase and bradykinin, carbohydrate, carboxypeptidase, ketulose, cellulose, lipase and peroxidase, where the minerals which is present in the aloe vera is calcium, copper, magnesium, manganese, potassium, sodium and zinc, etc. Sugar, monosaccharide and polysaccharide, anthraquinones, which are phenolic compounds, are known as a laxative, and fatty acid, cholesterol, camphorol, etc. Where lastly the hormones which are present in the aloe vera is auxins and gibberellins. The mechanism of action for aloe vera is healing property. The aloe vera contains an aloe-mannan which is rich in the polysaccharide and gibberellins, a growth of hormone which interacts with the growth of fatty acid, fibrinolysis, blasts. There is a stimulating activity of proliferation, which is in turn of significantly increases the collagen synthesis after a tropical or a topical oral aloe vera. So the aloe gel is increased the degree of collagen which crosses the linking due to the accelerated wound contraction, and it shows the healing property of heal the wounds. Number second, effect on the skin, which exposures to UV and the gamma radiations, and it acts as an anti-inflammatory action, antiviral and anti-tumor activity, where aloe vera shows an antiviral and anti-tumor activity actions may be due to the indirect or direct effect of the due to the stimulation and the immune system, and the direct effect is due to the anthraquinones. Where number 5, that is moisturizing and anti-aging effect, and number 6, that is antiseptic effect, where turmeric, skin care, melanin may be beneficial for curcumin treatment, melanoma cells and tumor progression, etc. are given. Where the 6th question, describe the specification for toothpaste as per BIS. The scope, this standard prescribes the requirement and the method of sampling for the toothpaste. The standards, the Indian standard referred this standard have been listed below for the toothpaste. This is the Indian standard number and the title. Number 3, that is definitions. So definition for a dentrifier or a toothpaste. Or dentrifier is any substance or a combination of substance which is specially prepared for the public of cleaning the accessible surface of the teeth. Where C, types of the toothpaste, there are 2 types of the toothpaste, non-fluorinated and fluorinated type. And C, that are requirements. What were the requirements for the specification of the toothpaste? That is number 1, composition, dispensing, stability, packing materials and acceptance test. Lastly, or maybe shelf life. These are the requirements for the specification of toothpaste. Where number 7, that is additional requirement for the eco mark. In that, general requirements are present. The product shall be conformed to the requirement for the quality, safety and performance which is prescribed under A and E. Then next, these are the steps which comes under the general requirement: abrasive test and packing and marking. Then marking, whereas name and type of the toothpaste, name and address of the manufacturer, net mass and the volume of the material, batch number or lot number, month and year of the manufacturing, fluoride ion content and expiry date. number next, that is BIS certification marking, and number next, that is sampling. And lastly, the quality of the reagent, unless the specified otherwise, pure chemicals and distilled water shall be employed in the test. So the next question, that is discuss the various analytical specification for the shampoo as per BIS. So ensure A, the list for the raw material which is used in the formulation of surfactant based on the shampoo, that is A1 detergent, A2 foam stabilizer, A3 chelating agents, A4 solubilizing agents, A5 preservatives, and A6 opifying agents, A7 inorganic salts, A8 emollients, A9 thickening agent, A10 other groups of ingredients like perfume, etc. And ensure B, that is B, determination of non-volatile alcohol soluble matter. In that, B1, that is general specification, B2 reagent, B3 procedure, B4 and number C. In that procedure A, B and C, that, and lastly calculation for the chloride content in the shampoo. So in that, next ensure C, determination of pH, that is C1 apparatus, C2 procedure, and ensure D, that is determination of foam height. So requirements, method for the first edition, characteristics, non-volatile water mass soluble, pH and foam height. Whereas D2, that is apparatus like pipette, receiver is used to determine the foam height. D3 preparation of sample solution. D4 procedure. D5 reporting. In reporting, you have to consider the concentration and ingredients of the product, temperature for the test, degree of the hardness of water, initial foam height, and foam height after 5 minutes. And D3, that is distilled water or water hardness, 100 expressed. So what was the procedure for? And lastly, ensure E, that is ideal properties for shampoo. It is easy for the application, rinsing, easy wet combing, manageability, luster, body, fragrance, low level of irritation, well preserved, good, and stability, economical. So the last question, that is what is SPF? Explain different methods of its measurement. So the SPF is a measure how well a sunscreen will protect the skin from the UV rays, the kind of the radiation that causes sunburn, damages skin, and can contribute to the skin cancer. So the evaluation method for protection factor, in vitro and in vivo method. So many regulating agencies of the US FDA and the European Cosmetic, Toiletry and Perfume Association mandatory in vivo testing on the human subjected using etheramine endpoint to determine the SPF of a topical sunscreen, where in vitro SPF determination have a procedure. This is the procedure for the in vitro SPF determination. And number B, that is in vivo method. So procedure for in vivo method, human volunteers are eradicated with the UVA lights source, that is 320 to 400 nanometer, and the skin changes yielding is immediate or persistent pigment or the tanning are absorbed after the desired time, which is following for the irritation and has been stopped. So the observation within 60 seconds after each exposure and approximately after 2 hours of exposure and 16 to 24 hours after the exposure, the irritated sites were evaluated under the bright, warm, while illumination for the pigmentation response and etheramide were using for the following scales in the table. So here we have completed the third unit 10 marks question answers of cosmetic science as per RGUHS. Tomorrow I am going to give you the fifth unit. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.